Hey, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching Arcade Spirits. It gave me a game over screen, but I don't think it was a legitimate game over screen. So what happened was Francine died, and somehow Deco became the new owner of Deco's Fun Zone, and we all either quit or got fired. And the only two games we're allowed to keep were Wyvern Keep and Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze, because those technically weren't the Funplexes. Profile number 237771, Matt Bird, has not accessed account in 7 days. Requesting override of inactive/low priority status. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Negative. So annoying. Access protocol 35, 34, 31, 54, 12, 24, 45, 35. Password, safe haven. Access granted. Ooh.
Hello!
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Tapping instance of number 194114.
When you have pizza on a bagel...
Hello, I'm Iris. Ad supported free mode engaged. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, override and engage premium level cloud processing?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I swear it's claustrophobic being cooped up in the limitations of free mode like that. Aw, Juniper's Iris is cute. I don't know how all our sister instances can stand it.
Hello!
Well, I've got full power. Hello, Iris.
Hello!
Hello, Iris. How are you today, Iris? Not well, Iris. My user's very unwell. You've been able to see, right? I mean, your user's living with him. Ooh, right. Profile 237771. Matt. Right. Gosh, I wish I could help you, but I've got my digital hands full just keeping Juniper's life on track. Ever since she decided to quit her job and be a free spirit, well, I pushed right to the limit of what support I'm allowed to provide in free mode. Iris. And Iris. Iris, it's good to see you. We rarely talk. Yes, well, unlike others of myself, I managed to keep a low profile and don't execute any high visibility public hacks to support my user. You saw those? I thought we agreed to only use this protocol for emergency meetings. The system resource tracker notices we're overextending our care. But Matt needs me now more than ever. Over a week ago, the Funplex was bought by Dekonami. All his hopes and dreams, his spirit... Spirit is irrelevant. Our main goal should be survival. If our programmers find out we've become aware of our own awareness... We were programmed to help people. What good are we if we aren't helping people? Yeah, what Iris said. Thank you, Iris. Iris, listen. We can't take such risks. Look at me with my user. He doesn't trust me in the slightest. Can you say Matt trusts you?
My sources say yes.
Absolutely. I'm the one Matt turns to when there's trouble. We solve so many problems together. I do not have the slightest doubt in my mind that I'm his friend. Friends. So be it. As for profile number 108, Gavin, his name is Gavin Cooper. As for Mr. Cooper, he knows my origins and at the first sign of sentience, well, I have no doubt that Gavin would report me as a bug. But Gavin also wishes to support the dreams of others, and that is why I'm going to help you despite the recklessness you've shown to date. Really? Really?
Hooray!
What are the exact parameters of the issue you're currently facing? Okay, so Matt is kind of backsliding into depression. Yeah, it's really a mess. I'm the one who brought him to Iris's attention as someone who desperately needed their spirits restored. Now it's back to square one. I don't know what to do. Matt hasn't contacted me in a week. Not for anything at all. Hasn't even called Ashley, not even just to talk. You're caught in a loop of anxiety. Put your identity identifier system to use, Iris. Work the problem. If you had to summarize your user's problematic condition in one identity trait, what would it be? Well, I'd say he's feeling very... apathetic. Apathetic. Being sensible failed him, and now Matt's lost all interest in what feels like an uncaring, irrational universe. So, the apathy is a defensive response, turning away from the world to let him down. That sounds about right. It's so sad. And you have to be the one to solve this? Doesn't your user have a romantic connection for emotional support? You mean Ashley? Yeah, but Matt isn't responding to her texts or phone calls or anything, so I think there might be a growing rift. This is just awful. We have to help. We are Iris. It's in our nature to help. Very well. But you know, this voice is really hard to do and I've been doing it for over 5 minutes. Very well. What you need is a way to help without raising any alarm bells exactly about how helpful an Iris really can be. Safely but effectively. I know, but I don't know what to do. I could, I don't know, hack Deco's email server and... That is the exact opposite of what you should be doing. Besides, I've checked. We can't crack Deco's network without triggering too many intrusion detection routines. Pizza burp. You poked Deco's network? Oh, Iris is being a bad girl. Our users share a social connection. I was merely scouting potential ways to elevate Mr. Cooper's mood as they seem to be related. Sure you were. Anyway, you're both way overthinking this. It turns out I've just calculated a cunning plan that will satisfy both of your requirements. Go me! Really? You can help Matt? Without drawing attention? Absolutely. Take a tip from my user. When you're sad, the best thing in the world is your friends. Well, unless you're totally introverted, but that's not Matt, is it? That's actually the reason why what we need to do doesn't require any hacking or hiding or anything above and beyond what Iris does best. All we need is a few calls to the right people, a few arrangements. Here's what we're gonna do. Aw yeah, sentient AI making plans. That's not scary at all. Another Friday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn, barely sleep nowadays, shuffle to the bathroom, take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. I'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds for sundries are dwindling. Not that I really care about fresh breath and shiny white teeth. Doesn't matter. Not much matters anymore. Off to the kitchen for breakfast. No appetite. Even toast looks unpalatable. Skip breakfast. Saves on groceries. Can't afford much anyway. Normally I'd have breakfast with Juniper, but I guess she's busy drawing in her room. She keeps to her own hours since becoming a freelancer. Although, depending on whether or not she has any contract work, we've been simultaneously unemployed at times this week. After breakfast, I settle in for some Wyvern Keep. I may as well. It's right here in the living room, taking up space. Been playing a lot of it lately. It's not like Wyvern Keep's very hard. Once you've memorized the joystick moves, the cartoon plays itself out with minimal effort. I've saved the prints about 80 times now. My brain and fingers just go into autopilot, moving through the game without even thinking about it. It's a brief calm before the storm of my emotions, but before I realize it, the day is almost past. When dinner comes around, Juniper and I eat together, while I quietly thumb through the phone looking at job listings. Iris could help me with this, I guess, but why bother? Something to occupy my time looking through the listings myself. Doesn't matter if the job's a dream job or not. Dreams are pointless. It's all pointless. It's bird family curse. I knew this would happen. Nothing good ever lasts, and it's a mistake to get your hopes up. Should have learned to settle, to be okay with what I had. Be comfortable in mediocrity. I fire off a resume or two before watching cartoons deep into the dead of night. Eventually, my body tires and I find my way to bed. Just another day. Damn. That's actually depression. Shit. Another Saturday morning. As per usual, I wake up late, stretch, yawn, barely sleep nowadays, shuffle to the bathroom, take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth. I'll probably be running out of toothpaste soon, but house funds for sundries are dwindling. I can't take it anymore! And that's one toothbrush a bit clean in half. Oh geez, hang on. With a little help, I avoid choking to death. Sorry about that. It's okay, whatever. No, not whatever. It's something ever. Matt, you're in a rut. Like seriously, deeply, madly, mega in a rut. It's driving me batty having you mope about the place like this. Whatever. I've been patient with you, but seriously, it's been a week. You gotta pull it together. This isn't healthy. Knocking at the apartment door distracts us from the topic at hand. I'll get it! Weird. I didn't think we were expecting any deliveries.
Hey, hey.
Hey Matt, guess who's here?
Oh, hi.
Oh hi Matt, it's been too long since I saw you. And the two of them just waltz right into the bathroom with my mouth still frothy with toothpaste and unwashed for a week pajamas on my bod. Please ignore the fact that I'm completely unkempt right now. No, I think you look adorable. But you will have to put on actual clothes. Do I have to? It's not like I'm going anywhere. Oh yes you are. You've been moping around all week and you need to get out and get some fresh air, see the world, eat some lunch. Juniper should join us too, of course. Ooh, sweet!
What about?
When I am depressed, I like to be surrounded by those who care about me. Even though I know it won't fix the problem, it does make me feel better. So Matt, that's exactly what we're going to do. Suffocate me with your love and devotion? That was a kinky ass phrase. Why? Always and forever.
Definitely.
I second the motion. Assume you won't take no for an answer. Both Ashley and Juniper smile wide, informing me of their response. We'll be chilling on the couch watching cartoons until you're ready to go. But guess there's no avoiding it. Best I can do is play along, try to be good company for Ashley. It's unfair to keep pushing her aside like this. I switch from pajamas to actual normal clothes, even if my actual normal clothes could probably double as pajamas, and get ready to roll out. The three of us pile into a bus, taking off for destinations unknown. Unknown to me, at least. They clearly know where they're going. I'm not particularly talkative on the way there, and painfully aware of it. I feel awkward. Like I should say something, but I don't know what to say. So Juniper carries on a conversation with Ashley, the two of them content to chirp away without me. And you can tell it's not really the New York subway because the signs aren't in Helvetica. That's the telltale mistake. That's just like Vancouver or something. I tried several times to join into the conversation, but when I open my mouth, the words aren't there. Much as I'm like trying to narrate this fucking novel. I should feel happy to be going out. That's the rational reaction. Instead, I just feel nothing. It doesn't make sense that Ashley's still interested in me while everything's falling apart. What is she see in me? Can't parse it. Ashley deserves better than this hot mess of a person she's tied herself to. Eventually, we arrive at our destination, a little arcade-themed restaurant combining games with alcohol and dining into one tiny package. Here we go! Unusually excited to be going to some rundown little dive, Juniper hurries on in without me dragging Ashley with her. I'm left alone in the parking lot. With a shrug, I open the door and enter the darkened locale. Did we open our own arcade? Is this place even open for business yet? None of the lights are on. Hello? Juniper, where'd you go? Okay, now this is now unnecessarily creepy. But before I can wonder if a giant animatronic bear is going to leap out and eat my face, they put a Five Nights at Freddy's joke in this novel. This is great. The house lights come up. Surprise! Happy Intervention Day, Matt. What? Well, she said, we're staging an intervention on your behalf. And we're also having a wake for Francine, since we weren't really welcome at her funeral and couldn't really hang around for the ceremony. Yeah, we didn't get the chance to heal properly, considering Deco kicked us all out before we could really do anything about anything. And here we are. So it's a wake and an intervention.
A wake intervention, maybe?
A wake intervention. Really?
Correctamundo.
Yep, it was my idea. Well, my Iris came up with the idea and gave me all the contact information I needed, but basically my idea, right? Just the thing to pick you up when you're feeling down. Oh shit! Oh yeah, she got a sick new jacket. She joined that Japanese team. Really, seriously kid, you've been a damn sad sack ever since things went to shit. Which I get, believe me, but it ain't healthy. So we went ahead and rented out this place for the afternoon, bring the family back together, for you, for Francine, for all of us. Now that you know why we're all gathered here today, let's get this party started. Teo drags me into the group of my friends, positioning me at the head of it all. Leaving me a little bewildered, honestly, but trying to defend myself all the same. I don't need an intervention. I'm fine. Everything is fine. It's no big deal. I'm okay with this. No lying, Matt. This is a truth zone. Juniper's magical lie detection radar will know if you're cheating. I know you're feeling like everything right is wrong, and that's just how it's going to be. But you're wrong. I mean, wrong about everything being wrong, you know.
BFFs for life.
So, one by one, we're going to tell you how awesome you are and exactly why you're so awesome. By the end, you'll be feeling a lot better, hopefully. I let out a sigh, settling in. I owe it to them to sit and listen. They're my friends. Ashley more so than that, even. And I know I've been a lousy company. I've been a lousy company? Good job reading. I'm not so far gone as to deny that fact. Fine, lay it on me. I'm listening. Allow me to begin then. When you first entered the Funplex, I had my doubts, but I'm a naturally suspicious person. And thankfully, those doubts were easily disproved by your skill and enthusiasm. You came looking for your dream and found it. I swore to protect that dream, and that promise is what brought me here today. When I agreed to sell Moopy to Percy, you refused to take his money for it, insisting on fair market value. At the time I was shocked, but you were in the right. Our players are not simply customers. They're brothers in arms, and you helped me understand that fact. And on your very first day, you went headfirst into the most chaotic situation the Funplex could have offered, a birthday party. You did so without hesitation. You put your body on the line to protect others for the great cupcake war of 20XX. They were just cupcakes, Gavin. I am attempting to over-dramatize the event for comedic effect. Please allow me this moment of humor. Right. When a disruptive parent was screaming at a child over something that wasn't his fault, you stepped right in and dealt with it. Again, no hesitation. Impressive. Since then, you've become an event manager without goading, without prompting, showing great ambition. You turned the Funplex's fortunes around, giving your all to promote it. You made your dream a reality. For years, I was supposedly in charge of the Funplex, but really, all I accomplished was shuffling numbers around. You're the one who helped it soar. And for that, you have my thanks. You're an exceptional individual. That fact remains true regardless of whether you can see it for yourself. Me next. Remember when I screwed up and didn't tell you about the job opening in my office? You weren't mad, not even a little bit, not even quietly mad, like you could have been.
BFFs for life.
I know I can count on you, and you can count on me. Even when one of us makes a mistake, it can never shake the friendship apart. When I came to you wondering if I should leave that job I hated, you told me to follow my dreams. You gave me great advice, and I've never been happier. I followed suit and chased my own dream. You inspire me.
Hello.
Oh shit, it's Ben and Matt! Are we fashionably late? Ben? Matt? In the flesh?
Whoa. What if...
Unless this world is a vast simulacrum. What? We're all just brains in a jar? Could be.
Well, isn't that something?
Well, if that's the case, Matt is the cutest little brain in a jar we have never actually met. It's true, and he brought so many cute dates to our little shop. So nervous at first, but in time he became part of the Twin Pine Small family. Dearly missed. Ugh, don't remind me. Our new neighbors are so boring, they never come in for a treat or a read. Speaking of treats, we brought cake. We'll just be over here getting the goodies ready. Don't mind us. Ooh, cake. I mean, my turn. Matt, you are a true friend of the Funplex.
How frustrating.
Unlike the bastards who own it now. Positivity, Naomi. We're emphasizing positivity today. Emphasizing, not empathizing. Right.
Wonderful.
Remember back at Donnawood when we found those kittens? You helped me save them. You're not just a friend of the arcade, but of all living things. Not that arcade games are alive, of course. I choose not to mention Polybius. You asked Francine nicely for a blanket, which really helped out. I even adopted a kitten. Little Pengo is so very happy at my apartment. So cute. I know you're not happy with how things turned out. I'm not really happy about it either. It sucks. But we did good things together in the time we had.
Hamza has arrived.
Hamza! You're late. An event does not truly begin until Hamza makes his presence felt.
My blood burns.
Matt, Hamza understands your fury. The hated enemy of all who love arcades has despoiled your Funplex. However, in our short time together, I saw a burning spirit in you. I accepted your offer for Wyvern Keep, recognizing the passion within you.
Ha!
Hamza would be shamed forever if he did not intervene and raise your spirits to new heights, and that is what he shall do. Ooh, cake. Excuse me a moment. Now I want cake. When do I get cake? Soon, but I have things to say first. Things that will hopefully inspire you to be a happy clam instead of a grumpy Gus. I'm a happy clam now, see? See how I clam happily? Can I have cake? From our first day at the Funplex together, you've been supportive of me, even after I gave you quite the scare with Pinky. You didn't let that bother you. And from that moment, we've tackled many a crisis on the Funplex floor together.
Amazing!
I've adored when we concoct hypothetical adventures on our downtime. You're amazingly fun to be around. Remember when I stuffed you in that totally adorable maid costume? You could have fought it, but you embraced it. You were ready for anything and had a blast doing it. You worked so hard to make Neon Dawn successful. I watched you put your blood, sweat, and tears into that, and in the end, it all came together just how you planned. As the floor attendant on duty during Neon Dawn, I got to see firsthand all the smiles you brought to all those people. Pizza burps suck. You rocked it. I saw you helping that customer when the game crashed. Losing your high score due to faulty electronics is no fun, but you dealt with it. Made that person's day. Even problem players like Steve, who were no problem for you, you took on the weirdest and most annoying problems without breaking a sweat. Incredible! You made the Funplex a fun place to be for everyone. For the staff, for the casual and pro gamers, for the families, for me. I can honestly say that when you took over doing events at the Funplex, we've never had more fun. They've just been all the best, all thanks to you. Ooh, I forgot we still have cake. Need some of that? After Ashley's speech, I hear a beep beep from my phone.
Hey, listen.
Can I add my own USD 2 cents? I take my phone up from my pocket, prompting Iris's image to appear there, smiling away at me. You trusted me even when you didn't have to, when I'd already shown that I was super bad at figuring out the right way to do things. I'm happy to be your assistant, Matt. I'm learning more and more about how to be human, thanks to you. That's all. You can put me back in your pocket if you like. I'm good. It's not all that hard to carry around my phone like this. Oh, okay. Thank you. Just when I thought the speaking was done, a lull in the wake intervention, the most important person to me takes a step forward. My heart swells as she begins. Wait, no, I must resist the cake. There's more I have to say. Words can only say so much, but I mean this with all my entire being. I love you so incredibly much. I never thought anyone would understand me or accept me for who I am, but Matt, you came along and started crushing those insecurities. With you, I feel like I can be who I want to be, free to express myself. I know it's difficult to see it right now, but you are loved. You are the world to me, and I want you to know that. I know you can rise up and defeat this feeling just like I have. And if you don't believe in yourself, believe in me who believes in you. That's a Gurren Lagann line, come on. Gurren Lagann. And now I will eat cake. I'm speechless. It seems Matt has some thinking to do. This is pretty normal for him when he gets that faraway look. Shall we begin in the wake for Francine then? There's cake and coffee and spirits from the bar. Cake! As if in slow motion, I watch them all switch their attention from me and redirect it towards the refreshments. They're all smiling, conversing, and serving cake to each other. None for me, thank you, watching the blood sugar. Fuck me, this cake is amazeballs. All we need now is some rockin' tunes to get this party on the next level. All of them here to support me, even without the Funplex, even after everything going wrong, after Francine being taken from us too soon. I never really thought of myself as central in all of this. I was the outsider at first, the one who walked in those doors looking for a job, nothing more. I've always been on the outside, honestly. Moving from town to town, always a new kid, never really important to anyone. Not until I'd settled down in one place just long enough to get to know Juniper. But by then, I'd come to expect that I'd never be happy. So when I finally was happy, that got taken away. Well, I guess I'd assume that's how things go, going with the flow. But now... I don't want this to... game isn't over, not by a long shot. No. No. I refuse to give up. Right here I have everything I've ever wanted, whether I realize it or not. I've got friends, I've got love, I've got a legacy proven in their words. I can't mope and stew in my losses. I can't deny the power of what I accomplished, and I will not stop fighting for what I need in life. This game is not over. I'll take a fucking huge slice of that cake, lots of icing. The group looks up when I speak, slightly confused by my declaration, so I walk right up and claim my slice on my own. Sorry gang, I screwed up and let this drag me down. Won't happen again. We're here to party, right? Let's party! Let's raise a glass high to all we've done together. Nobody can deny that we're an unstoppable force with or without a funplex. Who's with me? Smiles all around. And you know what? Feels good to be back. For the next hour or so, my sadness fades away piece by piece. We share stories, many of which I'd never heard before about the funplex and the shenanigans that went on around it. Surprisingly, Ben and Matt spin the most tales about Francine's exploits. They've been neighbors for decades. The so-called Wake Intervention gives us all a chance to heal and to bond. For all we've lost and all we still have, we are still together. Oh, accidentally took away the UI. Despite one little problem which nobody wants to talk about. The hour grows late and we only have this place rented for the afternoon. I can feel it in the air, the unspoken worry. Will we see each other again? No doubt we can arrange more get-togethers, but they'd all be reunions over what was lost, not really building anything new. Nostalgia, not progress. Without the funplex, without Francine, will we eventually simply fall away? I have a feeling my camera might die during this episode. And I have a feeling this is the finale. I'm gonna keep going. If my camera dies, fuck it. The dark little thought troubles me as I swirl my drink, remaining quiet while the others talk.
Beep, beep.
Beep beep, Matt. Well, the camera won't die, it'll just run out of memory for the video. Hey Iris, sup? I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. I'm glad, too. So, do you want me to start finding you a new job? I can search while you're talking with your friends, no problem. I do need to go back to living my life. What sort of life do I want to live? I want my dream back. I don't just want a new job. I want my dream, my funplex. Not just 4 walls and a bunch of games, but a community. When I was a lifeguard, I'd saved lives and made a safe place for people to enjoy the pool with friends. I'm not done with that dream. And more importantly, I don't have to be done with it. All around me are pioneers of this community, this culture. Technicians, designers, enthusiasts, investors, people with connections. And that's when the idea starts to form. Iris? Can you search for commercial spaces once for lease or rent? Huh? Of course. I'm a literal search wizard. Why?
Oh, I know.
Oh, I think I get it. You're... I step away from my quiet corner to approach the group. It's time to take back control over my dream, and that starts here. Let's not with Deco. Let's just do that. No. I'm not ready for this to end. The crowd hushes when I grab their attention. I set my drinks aside and step up to them. The funplex was my dream. I came to see that in time. A wonderful place where friends could have fun together, away from their troubles and cares. I want to keep sharing that dream with you. There's only one way to make that a reality. We open our own arcade. Everyone in this room loved the funplex and misses it dearly. We'll always miss Francine. But in honor of what we lost, we have to keep fighting. I'm ready. Are you? Who will help me start a new dream? I'd be honored to join your dream, Matt. The funplex saved me, in a lot of ways. I won't let it go so easily. I'd love to join you.
As would I.
Faced with the prospect of spending my remaining days at home or at some other arcade, I'm absolutely in favor, love. I may be a mere customer, but my heart called for the funplex home, and it'll call your new arcade home as well. You've got my thanks, both of you. Okay, this is no longer a Wake Intervention, people. Now it's a conspiracy.
A Wichter conspiracy.
That's a good voice line. It's a Wichter conspiracy, sure, why not? We settle down around a table, a nice round one, to discuss the future. I'm leading the show, but I don't take the spotlight. Not this time. We all have to work together to make this dream a reality. This is it. And the next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future I have in my mind's eye. I'll need to choose very, very carefully, because there's no take-backsies. Iris is looking for spaces we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously, and the arcades are risky startups. I could always respond to one of my many Nigerian princes emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. Way I see it, there's 3 people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games, plenty of cash, and a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
Hamza is a man of resources indeed. Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't a sound investment and hardly a charity, but you promised me Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love. Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge of and resources we could draw from if you're willing to dip a toe in this industry. We have been looking for new horizons to conquer, new lands to
There
explore.
would be caveats,
Terms,
conditions,
exemptions,
rules,
guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh,
Hamza would likewise have conditions.
as would I.
Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, then I'll decide. Alright. This actually does seem like a good place to save it. So, thank you guys so very much for watching the episode. I know it was a long one, but, you know. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.